Marvel's Spider-Man 2 was snubbed in one category at the Game Awards. With Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Insomniac says that it wants to deliver a compelling human story, one full of heart and humor that dives deep into the people behind the mask. Across the two existing games, we've seen Peter, 8 years into his career, and Miles, still green, but shown to be more than capable of picking up the mantle, demonstrate that they can protect New York when it needs it the most. What will be interesting to see is whether both heroes are able to share the same city or whether their ideological differences, and history with villains lurking in the shadows, will push them apart. Geoff Keighley's The Game Awards returns for its annual game celebration on December 8th. Each category and its nominated contestants have been announced, and voting has commenced. There are an abundant 31 categories that branch into granular elements of the games industry, from the Game Awards Game of the Year, Best Debut Indie, Best Esports Coach, and Innovation and Accessibility. This is a great way to honor achievements in gaming throughout the year, but there are also celebratory mentions toward games that will not be released until 2023. The Game Awards' most anticipated game category is one that simply gauges which game fans are most excited about. This year, the nominees are Final Fantasy XVI, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. This is an incredible lineup with titles that fans are surely excited for, but it is impossible not to acknowledge glaring omissions that have surprisingly not made it onto this year's nominations. One of those glaring omissions was Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which is still slated for a release next year. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 PS5 release date. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has a tentative release window of 2023. That might seem like a long ways away, but Insomniac has been hella busy since it put out the first game in 2018. Not only did the studio release Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales as a PS5 launch title, which released alongside a remaster of the original game, it's also been hard at work on Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, one of the best PS5 games around right now. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is thought to have been in production for about a year, so Insomniac is giving itself plenty of time to develop a worthy sequel in 2023. Will Spider-Man 2 be on PS4? No, Marvel's Spider-Man won't be releasing on the PS4. The new Spider-Man 2 game is a PS5 exclusive. Insomniac says that it's excited to be pushing the capabilities of the console in an adventure that will continue the journey of both Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Insomniac has now shifted its focus to the PS5, following the release of Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart as a platform exclusive, as it attempts to push the boundaries of third-person action-adventure games. Who is developing Marvel's Spider-Man 2? Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is being developed by the award-winning team at Insomniac responsible for 2018's Marvel's Spider-Man. Brian Intihar will be returning as creative director and Ryan Smith is back as game director. The duo have decades of experience between them, having worked on everything from the Resistance series through to Ratchet & Clank and Sunset Overdrive. Yuri Lowenthal and Najee Jeter are set to reprise their roles as Peter and Miles, respectively. It looks like the creative team that helped get Spider-Man, Miles Morales out the door will now be turning their attention to Insomniac's other project, Marvel's Wolverine. Will Spider-Man 2 have Venom? One Spider-Man 2 villain has been confirmed so far, and it's Venom. An iconic sparring partner, this time voiced by none other than Tony Todd, the legendary actor perhaps best known for his terrifying performance as Candyman. We do know that Venom won't be the only threat facing the Spider-Men. Insomniac has specifically referred to the villains that will try to hunt Peter and Miles down, note the plurality. There's plenty of rogues that could come into play, the Lizard and Green Goblin being the most likely, although the reveal trailer opens with a monologue about the glory of the hunt. We may have a Kraven, the Hunter/Sinister Six situation on our hands here, people. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 game trailer. The Marvel Spider-Man 2 reveal trailer was shown as part of the PlayStation PS5 showcase in September 2021. You can see it above, giving us our first look at Peter Parker and Miles Morales working alongside one another to clear the streets of enemies before turning to face a villain that's hiding in the shadows, revealed to be Venom, voiced by Candyman's Tony Todd. The footage was captured on PS5, establishes a 2023 release window, and yes, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's well worth paying attention to the animations of both brawlers. You can see the difference in experience and agility reflected in the way Peter and Miles carry themselves. It's that sort of attention to detail that we want to see carried into the final game.